welcome to week 2. For those of you who don't know me, I am Miss Michelle, and this week we are going to talk about nature tables. We're going to talk about why we do them, why they're important, how they can be a lovely activity to do with your children, and I will show you how to create some different options for what a nature table can look like. So the reason why we have nature tables is because it helps us to connect to the seasons, the cycles of the year, the essence of what is happening in nature around us, and to bring a little bit of that into the home. It heightens our awareness of the feeling of what is surrounding us, because what is happening in nature has a profound effect on how we feel, the activities that we want to do, the way that we perceive the world, and our mood, really. You know, how we feel in spring and that vibrancy of new beginnings and new life popping up is very different than how we feel in the fall, when it feels like there's this warm cloak that is covering the northern hemisphere, and we just want to bring out our candles and our cozy blankets. So I always keep a basket, and even though I try to just collect what is on the ground, sometimes there's a few little clippings that I might need, so I like to bring a pair of scissors. I always need my glasses with me, and we're gonna get started. So here I am in my backyard, and it's always a nice place to begin to see what treasures you have in your immediate sphere. So I'm going to collect, I have a bunch of amaranth, and I'm gonna take some of that. I also have some marigolds left in my garden, and I'm gonna take some of that. And I also have a little bit of sage. And just down the street from my house is this gorgeous maple, and it's just starting to turn color. And so here I have a bunch of leaves that have some really gorgeous hues. So I'm gonna pick some of those, and that will be my first treasure I'm gonna put in my basket. One of the nice things about going on a nature walk looking for nature table items is the meandering that you get to do with your children. That it is just this nice, lovely, slow time that you get to spend together, and be surprised at what they find are treasures, because you never know. You know, we have an idea of what should be on a nature table, but to let children lead in this experience and let them find what they think is really special this time of year is really quite a delight. So I found this one tree where I have a bunch of these gorgeous yellow leaves, so I'm going to collect some of those. Maybe you're lucky enough to find a sunflower. Here is my collection of all the things I found on my nature walk. So we've got hops and sunflowers. I had these. Fall is a great time to celebrate apples, so I've got lots of those. I found some plums on the ground, and this gorgeous seed pod, and a bunch of chestnuts and acorns and leaves. And then I collected some bowls that we can use, and I have candles and also some cloths. So I've been making nature tables for a long time, so I have lots of different options. I use some burlap, some silks, but you can use whatever you have. Like this is a napkin that I have, you can use that. You don't have to have fancy copper bowls or wooden bowls. You can use cups. Create 2 different types to show you some just different ideas, you know, inspirations. So I took this burlap I always like to have a candle in the middle, and so I'm putting that out. And I thought I would take some of these hops and drape those around the candle, like so. These are in abundance in my front yard, so I like to take what is in abundance. Maybe one apple, and then, oh, I found these walnuts. So I want to put these black walnuts in there. And maybe a couple, oh yeah, and I found these pine cones. So I'll take these. And these we often pass by, but how magical are these seed pods? So I thought I would grab some of those. Here is one option of a nature table. I'm going to show you something different next time. So for this one, I thought I would take my copper bowl, although you could use a cup in the same way, and put some of the chestnuts around. A few acorns. And when I go acorn picking with my children, I used to say, see if you can find the ones that still have the caps on them, because those were a really fun treasure hunt that we could find. So I got this little beeswax owl candle that I'm going to put to overlook all of the things that that I collected, share its wisdom. And I'm going to put the amaranth over here. I'm going to turn this around so you can see it. There we go. I've got some amaranth going around the bowl and this incredible seed pod. I want to put that there. It's got lots of chestnuts. And I think I'll bring some color with the sunflower. Green leaves too, because there's still lots of green. So, you know, and your nature table can reflect as the season moves on, right? So in a couple weeks, when there's no more green, I might want to take the green off. And when there's more pumpkins, maybe I'll put more pumpkins around and shift with how nature is changing and showing us what she has to offer. Delicious, fun way to end your nature table adventure, and I hope you enjoyed.